Hello, and welcome to the Swole Initiative Network. You are watching the Fables of Gahlia, the correct way to start your weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Amidst all of the kind of upset in the community and everything, we are pushing on and reminding ourselves why it is that we love this game. So thank you for being here. We have a few announcements to get through, saying thank you to some awesome other companies that make this game incredible. So take us away, Stacks.
Sweet. Get ready for a Swole only roll on Norse Foundry's amazing gemstones and metal dice. All our featured music comes from the free library available on Apple Music and Spotify by the one and only Norse Foundry. Use the code SWOLE, S-W-O-L-E, to save 10% at norsefoundry.com.
They also have these cool spell books. They come in custom colors, and you can put your minis in them or your dice.
That's beautiful.
It's pretty awesome.
Why is there a mirror?
I know, that's kind of cool.
That's a dry erase. So you can use a dry erase thing on it and take notes.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I was like, I'm a bard. I'm thinking other things.
I was like, I keep a mirror in my D&D setup, Hoppy.
Yeah.
That's what he looks in when he puts his fishnet on to do his magic.
That's right. To do my dragon skill.
You need to make a process video because I want to see it so badly.
Make us a reel.
Betty!
Yes. Hopefully the chat can hear me because I never know these days. But this week, my announcement is for Dogmite, one of our newest sponsors. The Indomitable Dogmite supplies all of our luxury tabletop accessories in solid and natural stained woods like you've never seen them before. You can go to dogmite.com to see these true champions of creativity. And an example of that is the beautiful brand new DM screen in front of our Dungeon Master there. It's gorgeous. It has the logo. It's just beautiful. I've seen it in person. So it's really pretty. You guys should really go check out Dogmite. There is a link in the chat.
Thank you. And Brent.
All right, you guys, it is time to give a special thank you and shout out to our next sponsor of the evening. Say it with me, Griffin Co. All of our 3D printed and custom terrain stuff that you see on our shows is from Griffin Co. If you would like to get in on this awesome action, just go on over to griffinco.com and use the promo code SWELL22 at checkout and receive 22% off of your entire order. Boom.
Awesome. And that leaves us to the one and only Ashley.
That's me! And I'm about to tell you about a place where I spend a lot of time just doing stuff because it's great. That's Hero Forge, of course. Our fully custom player minis come from the awesome, the amazing Hero Forge. Design yours today at heroforge.com. It's literally so fun. I do it so much.
Yes. So another couple of things. Giveaways. We have opened up to our next giveaway goal. It's 75 subs in total. As soon as we hit that, whatever stream we do, we will do a giveaway on that stream. This next one is from our wonderful friends at Valorhood. They do hair care and body soaps and things. What's that called? Hygiene stuff.
Hygiene, yes.
Yes. It's super duper good. They do shampoos, conditioners, body washes, beard oils, beard butters, all kinds of things. And the beard oils can actually be used in hair as well. Betty uses that a lot.
And they're all
they smell
natural.
really good.
Yeah.
And yes, all of their scents are based on D&D classes, and they smell really, really good, and they're really good products. But next month, they are releasing a line of candles, and so they've offered up not only a shower bundle, a shower bundle of body wash, shampoo, and conditioner, but they are also including one of their, I think it was a Rogue Sleuth candle, which is the coffee scented candle. They are so new that they're actually curing, and they won't be done until like next week. But as soon as we hit it, yes, yeah.
Yo,
So if we hit it
Valorhood,
today,
that's awesome.
it'll go out for a couple of weeks. But yeah, brand new. Like they haven't done this before. So
Count
awesome.
on my order.
Thank you, Valorhood. Yeah, so that ways that you can trigger the giveaway if you're able to subscribing. It goes a long way for us. We're about to start another couple of shows. We had a couple of delays and things, but unfortunately stuff out of our control. But we're pushing on. We're about to start out on Spelljammer within the next sort of month or so. Ooh, that's been a long time coming. As well as Ashley is going to take us on a Call of Cthulhu campaign soon as well. So that's going to be friggin' awesome. You can also subscribe using your Prime account for free and hashtag make Bezos pay for it. And if you're feeling inclined and able to do so, gifted subs do actually help the giveaway as well. If you are unable to do any of those and you're just here, then thank you so much for being here. That's the most important thing. Else, why would we even do this? So what you can do for absolutely free that helps us a lot is going across and clicking the follow button. It'll roll a character for you on the screen, and it goes a long way for us. It says we're at 2,000, but we're not. We're not there yet. We're at 1,961. And so we're trying to hit that before our like live anniversary, which is in early March. So we're trying to do that. We'll put together a special giveaway if we manage to do it. So if you know you're not following, then follow. Yes. Other things. Subscribers can hit ! Roll and roll along with a D20 along with the players. Awesome, fun, good stuff. And then lastly, we have flex points. So flex points are the little flexing arm in the bottom left of the chat window. If you click on that and then choose a character, you can spend 1,000 channel points on a character once per stream. And as soon as 10 people vote on the same character, they will achieve a flex point, which they get to bend the narrative and flex their abilities as long as the rule of cool is there. So that's led to some pretty awesome ways that you guys have influenced the story. Words. So it's led to some people not dying and others just some really cool moments. So go ahead and talk in the chat about who needs what and target onto which player you want to get that flex point to. We also have a YouTube channel. That's where all of our videos go to live on after Twitch. All of our campaigns are available through there, and our one-shots. Humblewood went up on Wednesday. So we are all current. I think that's it. So I guess there's nothing else to do except roll the trailer for the next chapter of the Fables of Gahlia. time, lots happened. Last time, you guys had traveled on from Hunger's Edge on your way to the dwarven city of Horbolda. On foot now, unfortunately, after choosing not to head back to the city after the events that happened there. Coming across some treacherous landscape and some sort of endless boggy pits. A couple of you got stuck, and there were a couple of kind of genius moments through use of magical items that got yourselves back out of those issues, which I was very impressed with. Pressing on from there, you guys chose to find a camping spot once it had dried out. Once setting up camp, a couple of you went to teach and learn to hunt with a bow and arrow. Some of us left without our arcane arts. That was a whole ordeal. And food was had, and then rest. It was a pretty uneventful night, which felt nice for a lot of you, given that it had been kind of non-stop for several days. But within a couple of visions, Lily had a one-on-one with the Raven Queen after asking for her presence, after finding the spirit of the once Shadar Kai that they had met in Elderwich. Talking with the Raven Queen, found that, or convinced her to remain watching for now, as she ripped one of the souls, the dead Shadar Kai, that she was owed, and took them back to the Shadowfell, where Adeline, where Adeline also had a dream triggered by the book that was sodden and stained, where the being within it, or on the other side of it, asked for help as their messages were being distorted and interfered with. And so waking up and beginning discussions, that is where we are picking up. It is morning. Congratulations. You are all level 7 now. What would you guys like to do?
It's morning time.
It is. So a couple of conversations had started. Oh no, that was in the night. That's right. Never mind. Because you don't need 8 hours of sleep. That's right. Apologies. This is now coming into the morning time for those of you that are resting for the full 8 hours. Again, sorry. What would you like to do?
I would like to count my teeth and feet and fingers and ears. Not on my own person, but in my bag.
The daily ritual of Lily.
Yeah, I want to like...
You.
Yeah, just make sure everything's still in there, you know. Some things pop out randomly, just... No, but I want to like go through my bag of goodies. And just like kind of like make sure everything's there, make sure it's all good.
Cool. Yeah. So you're gonna start sort of sorting through your the side of your pack where you keep your trophies.
Yes.
Excellent. While Lily rummages, what would the rest of you like to do?
Adeline.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Oh. My mouth's a bit dry, and there was a great root in my back as I was sleeping. I still can magic. And you know how you feel when you feel like an intrinsic part of your personality and skill and like identifier has been ripped from your cold hands, and just like you feel hollow on the inside and long to have purpose or an aim again? Do you know feeling?
I can't say that I do.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I've got some tea and I've got some coffee on the fire. So you said your mouth is dry. You can take your pick and I'll pour you a cup.
Oh, tea, please. Would be nice.
All right.
I may feel all those things, but I also feel resolved to solve them. And I hope that we can get to a place with answers. I'm hoping that someone in Horbolder will know at least a direction to go.
Yes. Well, try to hold on to whatever you have left, even if there's just a spark.
Yes. I have a small spark of magic and really great hair still. So.
But, I mean, I know that you've probably not made a whole lot of fires by hand before in your life. But just a small spark. Probably by magic. But just a small spark can create a whole lot of fire.
I like that way of thinking about it.
So I just realized she was making an
There is
analogy.
something
I was.
And
It's
and
really
that
beautiful.
that was really neat. I didn't know what she was saying at first, and when she said just a small spark can make a big fire, and then she was saying your magic is just a small spark and maybe it'll grow.
Yes,
I mean, you're a lot smarter than me, so I know you understood that, but it took me a minute.
I was trying to encourage her. Yes.
I know. I think that was it's appropriate.
I do have some ideas to try. You still have that dust,
I do.
correct?
Yes, would you
Could I
like it?
use it?
Yes, of course. Here. And I'll reach into the bag and I'll give you the whole little vial. I think it was more like a vial instead of a jar. Of the
It could be a very small jar or a jar for a small creature.
A very vial-shaped jar.
Yeah, because it was like
Ah,
it was a potion, a healing potion that was drunk, and then I refilled it with the dust. So a potion jar full of druidite.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not entirely certain what I'll do with it, but I have a few ideas. Thank
You're welcome. I'm excited to see what you come up with. We can leave you to it if you'd like. Lily, how are you this morning?
I'm good. Just counting my teeth.
Are you missing any?
I don't think so. think it's all in here and it's all down here. It's all good.
Good.
Yeah. So, Lily, as you're poking through and counting the teeth and fingers, you come across something that wasn't in there previously. It's cold to the touch, but not in a dead flesh kind of way. This is
Ugh,
solid.
terrifying.
This is solid. And as you kind of grip onto it, pull it out of the pack to inspect it, you find a porcelain mask. Stoic in expression, plain, unmarked. And very reminiscent of one deity.
Do I find this whenever, when I'm just, doing my own thing? Or is my sister, looking over my shoulder?
Whenever you decide this happens.
I'd like to try and conceal the mask.
Yeah, you would probably, as you put your hand in there, you would probably feel it. It's pretty large. It's to put on a face.
It's a face size. Yeah.
Yes. So it's a lot bigger than teeth and fingers.
I would hope so.
Big.
I'd like to not bring it out completely and be like, oh, look at this mask. It looks just like the Raven Queen. No, I'm gonna it's poked out a little bit. I'm like, oh dear, and then put it back inside. When you're girls know, you're going through your bag, you're not bringing things out, you're looking at it in the bag. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Easy
then
enough.
just
Do you react to it?
I would try not to.
Insight check.
Deception.
Well, you weren't watching her at this point.
I wasn't. You're right.
I would try not to. I'd probably make a bit of a verbal and then put it back.
Okay.
And then just continue bringing out. I want to bring out my bags of teeth and just go through them like normal.
Lay them all out.
Yeah. I imagine on my spirit board, I just I'm laying out all my teeth and I'm organizing them and molars, incisors, because this is normal stuff. This is normal human girl, living girl things. Reborn what? I don't know.
Cool. And what of the lads? What are you guys doing?
I just carried a cup of tea over to Adeline and handed it to her. And this is some of Roz's special tea that he had, so I think you'll like it.
Thank you very much, Kaya. And I appreciate all of your kindness in this situation. And I feel terrible for not being more used to you all, but I trust that this can be resolved with all of your help. So thank you. Thank you for the tea.
You're welcome. I think she's gonna appreciate that, Roz.
I would say Roz, like he would be getting up, but have slept in for the morning, which is kind of strange, but he got his full 8 hours.
Good stuff. As you go to grab a lot of your gear, you notice that the dagger from Corum, the gem, the red gem, the scarlet gem on the end, lights very slightly before fading.
I guess realizing the message he sent last, like before the long rest, he would take off the gem and see if there was like a reply or anything.
Yeah, so sort of undoing the mechanism and opening the hilt, reaching in, there is that same piece of paper that's in there, along with a sort of bloodied scarf, bit of your material that you figure had not sent or transmitted. But you do pull out that piece of paper. Your message is gone. And instead is the handwriting of Corum, which is all in Thieves' Cant, where he says, "What was all that language? Is this a test? Dear, I can teach you many things. What exactly are we talking about this time?"
There would be like very clearly expressed, he'll just like grimace a bit, Roswell, and just roll the parchment back up and like slide it back into the hilt of the blade, and then attach the gem again. But I guess, was it still in the same format as previous, as far as like him having to figure it out when he read the message?
In the same format.
Or like, what was it? Just scripted, written, or did he have to layer it? I guess, I don't know.
Yeah. So the method of Thieves' Cant in Gahlia is usually written on a couple of different lines spaced out, that you then fold a piece of paper so that they meet, and then it is written in the written language of Thieves' Cant. So it's kind of like encrypted coding.
Okay.
So, but there was no response to the other two messages that were sent.
Okay. Good to know.
And what about you, Lost? What are you doing?
In the morning, you notice that Lost is in a meditative position, and he hasn't woken up yet. But from about 1,000 feet away, which is further than you've ever seen his shadow go, you see his shadow performing calisthenics at a distance.
Yep. Not much else to say about that. Is your shadow also in its loincloth?
Yes.
Excellent.
It is a direct representation of me.
Perfect. So, are we picking up camp and moving on? Is there anything you'd like to discuss as you pack up, or are we just getting straight back on the road?
I think it would probably be best to get going.
Hey, Lost. And I'm going to, like, nudge him. Lost.
So when you nudge me, all of a sudden I come back to my senses and the shadow disappears. I go, did you have to disturb me during my morning calisthenics?
I didn't have to. We could have just left you. We're leaving.
Oh, we're leaving already. What time is it?
It's the sun's up.
Wow. I started this about 4 hours, I think 4 hours ago when the sun was still down.
Well, we're getting ready to leave, so you probably want to get your clothes on.
Oh, yes. Sir.
All right.
Sir. And I'll get dressed, yes.
Is your hand still on the alchemy jug?
Yes. That's how I start my morning. So uncork it and I'll have a little bit of wine, swish, gargle, swallow.
Awesome. So packing up doesn't take that long because you're not loading a cart or horses or anything. But it does weigh a lot more as you guys travel. And so what you are noticing as you start to get on the road is that the temperature is starting to increase. Like, obviously, as the sun comes up, that's what happens. But it is definitely warmer south of the mountains than in the Jalin Republic in the north. You are now in the Swole province. Some of you are going to feel a little bit more at home than others, especially the sisters coming from the far north and the very wet forest lands. But the ground starts to, like, even the mud becomes cracked. It's starting to dry out periodically. And there is like a mixture of like small pebbles and rocks throughout the ground as well. It's becoming much harder underfoot. Nothing to like worry about. There's a definite change in the climate and also the just the land, the surrounding land and what it's made of. But as you travel on, I need someone to roll a d20 for me.
I'll do it.
Just silence.
Is a 1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Glad that's out of the way. Maybe.
So the rocky ground, it creates a surface that's not wonderful to traverse. Not in a worrying way, but there are moments where your guys' footwear doesn't really match the ground that you're walking on, and so there are times where you slip and stumble, or just you guys are hampered by this new feeling ground. Well, some of you, others of you are more used to this, but it does slow you down, and it takes a little longer to travel travel through this day.
I should
Which
take
one?
off your shoes like me, and your feet could grip the ground better.
I would imagine it's pretty hot.
You're right. I'm used to it. It doesn't really bother me because I don't ever wear shoes.
I mean, I took off my other shoe after my slipper went into the mud, but you know, where I'm from, this heat isn't exactly unfamiliar.
No, it's not.
I'm not used to it.
And so after a few hours of walking through this loose ground, everyone give me a perception check.
21.
28.
15.
9.
9.
Dirty 20.
What was that, Ash?
19. 19.
Okay. Okay. 18 and above. It's not what you see, it's what you start to hear. Yeah. You start to hear what sounds like moving water up ahead. So I'm gonna need Kaya. Kaya, give me a survival check. And I'll say with advantage on this one.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, so you consult your map. You pull it out, take a look at it. After hearing the sound of moving water, you surmise that you are approaching somewhere fairly familiar. This is the Great Quench, the large river that flows from the top of the Swole Mountains down pretty much through Horbolder and then back out again. That traverses most of the lower half of Eastless. But you know you're heading in the right direction.
This is the river we're gonna have to cross at some point to get, to go further east. It's coming up. I mean, I think probably when we get over the rise up here, we'll be able to see it. But I haven't ever crossed it this far north. But we could probably search for a place where it's shallow enough and maybe not moving too swiftly. We could go way further south where I know there's a major crossing. But that's a long way out of the way. So it would probably be better just to search for an easier crossing up here. We wouldn't have to walk so far out of the way. But
you all have wings.
I was about to say that 3 of us can fly and 3 of us cannot, so we could each carry someone who doesn't fly.
that's true. I didn't even think about that. We don't have horses to worry about anymore.
No, we don't. Unfortunately.
Oh, and Lost could send his shadow across and then swap places.
That's
We
true.
could fly.
It feels like the river is going to be wider than that.
It's pretty wide. It's pretty wide. I mean, it would be a long swim if you had to swim it. That's why I say we should probably try to find an easier crossing. But we could probably fly across and we could do that.
So, as you continue to chat amongst yourselves about how you're gonna cross the river, you do start to see the banks of the river, which kind of raise up a little bit. There's fairly high. Oh, did our video just cut out?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Please hold. welcome back. Sorry about that. Some tech issues and things. Thank you for sticking around. But yes, at last we left off. We'll count that as our mid-show break as well. Last we left off, you guys had started to hear the Great Quench, the river that flows from the top of the mountains through Horbolder and down towards the southwestern coast of Islas. You had started to see the banks of the river, which have large rocks alongside it. As you are traveling through this area, everyone give me... Yeah, just give me a survival check.
22.
12.
5.
20.
Okay.
20.
7.
7. Great. So, thematically, this kind of works out well. So, sisters.
Yes.
You start to notice things because there's a lot of like loose rock and cracked mud and things, and it is getting like a little darker in the ground as you get closer to the water source in this area. But what you start to see are pieces of bodies.
Yes.
Littered around.
What types of pieces?
There are a couple of hands. There are pieces of like femurs
Are there any
with
heads?
some muscle still attached and some clothing, but it looks like it had been mostly torn off of the being. What did you ask, Rose?
Are there any heads?
Heads? No. You don't see any heads.
Can I grab a hand?
Are you asking me or your sister?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean, you can go up and pick one up.
Is it a full hand?
Yes, it looks kind of broken. Like some of the bones have been broken and things. It's kind of like twisted in a non sort of natural way for a hand to lie.
Can you tell what
But-
race it was?
These body parts are humanoid. They're covered in dust. The same sort of dust that's blowing across the loose grounds and things, like the dust from like the hardened and cracked mud, and the same dust that you've seen across the loose stones and gravels and things that you've been traveling on. So it's been sat there for a little while, although, and because you've picked it up and because of your sort of background and how you spent most of your life up to this point, I'll say that when you pick it up, you notice that it's rigor mortis hasn't set in. It's still mobile.
It's floppy. I'm gonna like wave at my sister.
Oh,
Why does it
That's
look so
not
real?
rigid.
that
Yeah,
means-
so the fingers kind of like move freely. There's a couple of like broken bones in the center of the hand. So every now and then the fingers kind of fold and sort of clap on themselves.
Oh,
Rose, can you do me a favor?
sure.
Can you do the thing on the hand where it doesn't decay anymore?
I think so. I should be able to. Yes, I can. And I will do that now. Gentle repose. So I will cast a second level spell on this. I did
That's
it.
going
It's
to be
done.
our downfall.
It's done.
We're going to need that 1 second level spell.
Lily's like, oh, it's not a cantrip.
And then I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Yeah, so you drop it into the bag and it sort of bounces off of the mask.
Would I understand what that means? That means that
I have
this
such
is
a strange assortment of stuff in here, you guys.
totally- it all
Would you
tracks.
understand what means?
That perhaps that this is very fresh.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you definitely.
Yeah, right. We should all be very careful because this person, well, the rest of it, was all whole not very long ago.
Certainly, yes.
Like,
Oh.
when I looked
the
at the
blood
hand,
dry?
has it been ripped? Has it been chewed? Has it been sliced?
Ooh. Gimme
Like a medical
Crush.
a nature check.
nature, not medicine?
Or medicine, whichever you prefer.
She's like, please, medicine.
23.
I'm a cleric.
20? Is that what you said?
23.
23. Yeah, so there are there's a lot of trauma marks that say to you that it was torn. Like the skin that remains there looks stretched to the point where it just snapped.
Something very strong. Disassembled this one.
Is it just one person or is it multiple? I want to see if its spirit is lingering.
There you go.
Ooh, okay. Well, before you do that, give me a perception check.
Okay.
I would like to say after she does that, go ahead.
22.
2. Okay.
I was going to say that from the moment that she said that this was recent, I would have been looking around, and so from this point on, I want to say I'm vigilant for what could be still around to attack.
Okay. Yeah. You can give me a perception check too.
20.
20. Okay. Yeah. The both of you. You see, so as you start to sort of look around, it's then that you see that there's along these large rocks, there is what looks like a sort of makeshift ramp that goes up on top of one of these rocks, which faces out across the river. And if you're kind of walking around and looking as well, as you sort of slide around to one side, you would be able to see that there is a thin rope bridge attaching to the other side of the river. With the 22, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You would notice that there is someone lying next to the rope bridge.
Like a physical or
Yes, physical.
a
This is
physical
not
person?
And they're fully
Okay.
intact?
I mean, they're on top of this, like they're at the top of the ramp. They're next to the rope bridge. So, I mean, you would see that there is a body lying down from here.
Oh, but we wouldn't be able to tell if it's dead or alive.
Not from down here.
I'm gonna creak my hand up, point my probably crooked finger towards it. Rose,
Yes.
there's someone laying up there,
We should be
like
careful.
a real body, not
You know,
this body, a different body.
This is a really good place for an ambush.
I will use Eyes of the Grave.
Looking for undead. So that sonar, that golden sonar emitting out across the blackness as your eyes color over. You do not sense any undead. There is no signal coming back.
Okay.
I'm going to take a seat, uncork the alchemy jug, and have a drink because I know that when these folks find something weird, it's going to be a while.
Okay.
I want to go up to where that person is.
You go up the ramp? Okay.
Lily,
Is anyone
I'm
else
gonna go with
following?
her. I'm going with her. She's not going by herself.
Okay, so Rose, Kaya, anyone
I'll
else?
stay down below.
You're going to
I'm
stay down
still-
there? You're going to stay down? Okay.
I'm going to offer Adeline the alchemy jug.
I think you look over and Adeline has like a handkerchief to her nose ever since Lily's opened her bag of bits. I think the smell is just like, and she's just like politely like,
I do like Lily's bag of bits.
Wondrous
That's gonna be a
item.
magical item one day, you guys.
Yeah.
It's all
Or
just
maybe
body
like downtime later we can open a store.
parts. Yes.
Yeah, a used butchery.
Lightly.
Gently used. Gently reposed.
amazing. Now we
I
know.
love
Oh,
that
they
they're
were
reading
stolen.
about this.
Anyway, you guys are going up the ramps. You go up the ramp. Walking up, you notice there's not one, there's two bodies up there. They are passed.
I would like to go up to. I would try to discern which would be like if there's an older, wiser one, or one that would have been in charge. If it was like a commander of an army, or I would like to pick the one that looks like it would probably be more in the know. Okay, the one that's furthest.
The one that's furthest.
Which one looks like it knows more?
I don't know. If it was a child and a parent, then obviously I'd go for the
I mean,
parent.
it's a great question, I think.
No, the two adult humanoids.
Okay.
Now that you're a little bit closer, were not expired peacefully.
Right. Do I see like gashes? Do I see like the stretch marks? Do I see like broken necks?
Missing hands.
Give me a medicine check on these ones. These ones are a little
And
different.
As she's doing that and checking the bodies, I'm turning around and I'm gonna holler down at everyone and say, "Everybody, be on your guard. Whatever happened is very recent, and these people were murdered, and so they're probably not far away if they went anywhere at all. So just be aware that they're probably going to attack us too."
Well, it's good you're shouting then.
Yeah, well, they've already seen us if they're here.
Lost is going to look over at Adeline because he's really curious what her on guard looks like, with no abilities, no spells.
She still has a handkerchief. She just.
Fisticuffs.
I got a 26. I got a 26.
26. Yeah. So with a 26, sort of picking over, but it doesn't take you very long. You notice that there are a mixture of teeth marks, random sort of slashes that you would equate to maybe claws from the way that they're grouped, but also some larger, deeper slashes, which you would recognize to be from a sword.
Kaya, these bodies not only have teeth and bite marks and claw marks, but they also have sword injuries.
So probably whatever bandits attacked them had trained attack animals.
I sit down to one of them, whatever one DM decides, and I put my hand on their head, and I look at their face, and I cast Speak with Dead.
Ooh. Okay. So the one that you're in front of is, or was, a male human, maybe 40s. It's hard to tell from the injuries and blood stains across their face, but they are intact enough for the spell to take place. How does this look when you cast it?
From my eyes would turn gold. And with that, from my hand, you would see gold threads encapsulate their face and then kind of seep through their skin, and then their eyes would open gold at first and then back to whatever's left of their eyes.
Yeah. So looking into their dead eyes, your eyes glaze over gold. There's open gold before the gold fades and the face as breath fills their lungs once more.
Traveler, who did this to you?
They surprised us from afar.
Where is it that you're going?
Traveling south to the port.
What creature did this to you?
We did not see, only heard the laughter.
Laughter, Kaya. I don't know what this means. What else should I ask him? I know.
Did they come from the sky or from the river or by land? How did they attack?
Well, he said he didn't know, but I can ask that. Were you attacked from the sky? Or from the water? Or from the land? That's kind of one question. Comma.
I know what you're trying to get at. So, they came quickly, but on foot.
Is there any other information that you could share with us? To keep us safe and alive.
His head kind of lolls in your hands and almost makes eye contact with you and says, "Run." As you watch the breath leave from him, his eyes seem to go wider. His skin becomes taut, ever tightening across his face before tearing through the middle. His skull pushes through his skin as the rest of his skeleton starts to split out through the skin of his body and stand up, the other one doing the same side.
Channel divinity.
I need everyone active.
Damn. Fine. I'm sat right there. I have a chance to do.
I really wanted to take just 3 fingers from this body because I'm missing to complete my collection. If he has ruined his fingers, I'm going to be really upset.
Sounds like they're bones now. Oh my goodness, I actually rolled one.
Oh my god.
Not good, huh? Not good.
My initiative rolls suck.
That was just in a cadence that is so unlike your normal.
Yeah.
That was Brent.
Oh my god!
Well, it wasn't. It was more like, oh my god.
No, it was exactly like I did it. No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I'm so excited for combat, you guys.
Well, it's been kind of dry and hot. Maybe your book is dried up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure it is just gonna solve itself. And like,
Just blow a little
Okay.
dust onto each page.
25 to 20.
20.
20. Lost from across the other side of the map. Okay. 20 to 15.
18.
17.
16.
Okay. Who was 18?
Me, Rose.
Rose. And then there was
17.
17. What is your dex?
My dex?
Yeah.
13 plus 1.
Okay. Who was below 17?
16.
else.
Rose.
I shuffle that around. 15 to 10.
12.
10 to 5.
Me. 9.
All right. Dope. Well, let's open up the old Mapio. Oh, I've already opened that up. I just need to do this. Technology. Hey.
Oh, you want me to go?
Hey there.
You want me to go to the other screen?
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, here happening now. Done.
It's so pretty.
Dope.
Look how pretty it is. Oh.
Alrighty. Okay. So, I will place these. Yeah. Rose, you would have been stood in front of one.
Touching.
Kaya, where would you have been?
I would have been kind of just look with my back to her, looking out, make sure we weren't. I thought she would have been facing the river though, so I'm probably looking back, around us. Yeah.
Like back towards the party?
Yeah. I didn't have her. Yeah. I thought they were closer to the river than that. But so I'm looking like around us. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Everyone else, how far away were you guys staying from the ramp?
I mean,
How far is their range? So, like, just further than their range to attack is, like, in a little bit.
We were wherever the hand was.
Uh-huh.
Wherever the hand was found.
I mean, I was like at the base. I was looking around to see if there are any spirits. So I don't know, just nearby.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be like 30, 40 feet away from where the ramp is.
Okay.
So that's kind of where everyone else is.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
So, top of the round, we have Lost.
Do I hear anything? I'm enjoying my alchemy jug.
You know what? Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, 23.
I would say yes. You would hear the sort of commotion, at least, because I can't imagine that Kaya and Rose would be completely silent while this is happening. So you would start to see that there's commotion, and then as you look across, you would start to see these figures getting up.
Got it. I'll look over at Adeline and I'll go, looks like it's time to pay some of these debts off. And I'll pop the alchemy jug in my bag and start making my way over there.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So your movement is 30 feet. So I'll say you're at the bottom of the ramp. So you're about maybe 20 feet away from where they are currently.
Perfect. With my bonus action, I summon up my shadow 15 feet away.
Sweet. In front of anyone in particular?
In front of the, both of Kaya and Rose are badasses. So I'm going to put it in front of Kaya's.
Okay, so not in melee with one of the skeletons.
Well, as close as I can. If I'm 20 feet away, I can pull the shadow up to one of the skeletons as close as I can, and I have reach, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep.
So there.
Yep. And yeah, so as Lost is running, I'm commanding my shadows to slash and swing with the spike chains.
Go for it.
24 to hit on the first attack.
Yeah, that hits the skeleton.
And a 10. Okay,
Is
first,
that your two attacks, or is that
two
damage
attacks? I rolled
as
two
well?
attacks at once. Yeah, just one hit.
Okay. Yes. So the 20 whatever hit.
Yeah, 10 damage.
Great. Sweet. Yeah. So like drop it, your shadow poof, bouncing out in front of it, dropping the chain and kicking it up. The spike chain like smashes through the ribs and breaks several off as they go scattering across the stone. As you pull back to hit it again, it actually just sort of pulls through the gap that's been left there, so it doesn't actually make contact on that second one.
Got it. And the turn.
Action bonus. That's it. Yeah, sweet. Rose, you are up.
I will stand up because I felt like I was kneeling down with this creature, so maybe I stood as it stood up to be alive. I will.
You're not prone. So.
Yeah, I will look at both of them. Is it just two? I'll take a moment
That
to
you
see if
can
there's
see.
any more.
Okay.
Is that going to
You
use
can
my
use your
action?
bonus action. You can use your bonus action to make a perception
I'm
check.
going to
I'll
do
allow
that.
that.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
26.
26. Yeah, quickly standing up and scanning around, glancing across. They're the only ones you see.
Okay, I'm going to push out a channel divinity, just like bringing this gold thread line from out of nowhere, and I will scream aloud enough for them to hear, but not for like the mountains behind us or anything. You must leave this place, and I will turn undead. So they need to roll a wisdom saving throw, please. Thank you.
These guys are super wise. So the one in front of you, I'll roll first, which is a 2.
Well, that fails.
And the other one is a 15.
It also fails. So they so both of them just shut down and move as quickly as they can. 30 feet.
Yep.
Or they're destroyed.
What is their challenge rating?
I don't usually look for this. It is 1/4.
They are completely destroyed.
They are shattered. Okay, how do you want to do this?
Okay.
I'm so glad.
Oh my god. I feel like Rose will feel like almost betrayed that she was using this precious magic from Eastus to get the information from these beautiful people who lost their lives, and she was going to like help to take care of their bodies like she does as a grave cleric. And when she sees that their bodies are being used in such a disgusting way against her, she just feels with this like crazy like magical divine energy, and she just is like, you must leave this place. And when she does, it's like a little overpowered, and they just kind of turn to dust and fall.
Excellent. Yes. So, having your Gandalf moment,
You shall not pass.
screaming out, initially just wanting them to leave, you scream with such passion that the power that you inflict outwards from Eastus ricochets through their bones and actually splinters them across as they just shatter in front of you and Kaya, as looking around as these like bone fragments and splinters are dropping around you.
No one will ever use them like that again. And I'll look around to see if there's, like, obviously someone did that. So I'm looking for whoever's wielding this magic.
Okay. Okay. Lily, you're up.
Oh, we're still doing this. Okay. Gonna take my 30 feet of movement, going towards my sister.
Okay. Oh, you're right there. Yeah. So, you move the 30 feet. Did you want to use your action to get like the remainder of the distance up closer?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't see any other things I could do. But when I get to the top, if I could use a bonus action or a free action or whatever, to say, oh, they're gone. That's okay. I found 3 fingers in my bag, so I do have a full set.
Oh, that's good. Lily, I've never made people just explode before.
I saw the dust. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of.
It's almost like it's snowing.
But that's just a very despicable way to treat any creature.
Yeah.
Unless it's
cool.
Poppy, because she's the best.
Of course.
And with that, Rhapsody, you're up.
I guess before seeing this, Rhapsody would have helped Adeline up, like got her situated with her bow, and like pointed his arrow or his dagger at the skulls. It's just like, just line it up and release the shot. And then they exploded. Okay, maybe not those. Just be ready in case anything else comes, and I'll use my action to help Adeline on any further targets happening presently.
Okay, so you guys are staying like off the map, basically. Like a little...
Yes, because I still want to stay close in case anything comes up on us.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Adeline, you're up.
I think with that prompting from Rhapsody, she's kind of just like looking around feverishly. And I think knowing the nature of magic, can I do an Arcana check to see what like the range of that spell I think would be for what happened and like try to infer where this person could be? Like, I see the puppets. I feel like there's a puppeteer. Like,
Sure. Why not? Yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Yeah. So, if this is the sort of spell that you think it is, that you know of from studies from forbidden arts, this probably has like a mid-level range, somewhere around the 60 feet.
Okay. And she'll kind of like, they could be close, but perhaps across the bridge, if someone is behind this. But I don't know. Maybe we got lucky. Maybe it's just poof. The skeletons are gone, and now we're like good to go.
Perhaps we should hold off, just in case things are not in our benefit.
Right. I'm gonna unloose this though because my shoulder hurts. But I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Just like let your shoulders drop. Oh.
She's like leaning on it, and it's like creaking. Probably doesn't know the best way to care for it.
Dope. Kaya, you're up.
I'm going to look across the bridge, see if I see anything over there, and just look around to see if I can see anything else that might be about to pop up.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
22.
22. So you actually don't see a form, but you see a rustling, and not like a rustling in the trees like you would from the wind. Like something was moving into position across the river.
Across the river. I'm gonna holler out. There's something across the river. I thought about cutting the rope or starting to cut the rope, but it might be good guys over there, and we might try to escape over there. But just be aware there's something across the river hiding. So, and if it's good guys and there's bad guys over here, I just announced that there's good guys over there, so they all know. I don't know what else to do. That was it. That's my turn.
Got it. It was a long 6 seconds.
Yep.
They usually are.
Especially for Kaya. Saying all that, it probably took him like 12.
Yeah, you guys will hear the second half of that message on the next you guys are now aware. So, the next thing you see from out of the trees, 4 arrows are loosed up and start to drop, but there's something in between this rain of arrows as you kind of look up, as you're all sort of trained in that direction from Kaya telling everyone to look. There's something else in between the arrows as they start to drop, and this thing is bright, and you guys have seen this before. As it gets closer and closer, I need... We'll resolve this at once. I said the arrows came down first, so that is a natural 20 on Rose.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll cancel it.
She's like, yeah. Oh, well, I don't have to take this.
That is a 18 on Kaya.
That misses.
Ooh. That is 19 on Lily.
Doesn't matter.
And a
Um,
20 on the shadow.
Okay.
I'm going to use, and I might regret this after we take the fireball damage, but I'm going to use my shield to, story-wise, step in front of Lily, and I will take her damage.
Okay. So you're going to activate the shield.
Mm-hmm. So she will take
Okay.
no damage. But it'll be force damage for me instead of piercing or whatever.
Got it. 8 points of piercing for Rose. I'll do Lily's as well.
Mm-hmm.
That is 6 points of force. Missed Kaya, and then the shadow, it does above 1 hit point. So that's the shadow's out, right? That's just 1 hit point.
Paul.
Yep.
How low? Yes. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, lost. Not Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in character. I only respond to my character name.
Yeah, and so I need the 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws as the little ball of light explodes in the middle of you.
Do I need to make one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, right. That's
Took
because
your-
Paul's.
I
It
took
was
your-
Paul's shadow. No. Yeah.
Wow, I got an 18.
I got a dirty 20. I just break my own limbs trying to get out of the way.
Would you rather a broken arm or would you rather
So,
catch on
A
fire?
20 and 18,
Yes.
and Kaya.
I rolled a natural 1.
No!
Oh,
I'm sorry,
no.
I'm just over here like.
I am the most dexterous person here, and I rolled a natural 1.
You tripped over Lily's like awkwardly positioned leg.
Sorry.
Okay.
I pushed myself off so hard. My knee snapped sideways and tripped you.
I looked at it twice. I'm like, surely that's not a 1. That's got to be something else. And it didn't change.
It's definitely a 19.
Yeah. Right next to the 19.
Oh no.
Thank God we leveled up. Thank God we leveled up. So I've got a few extra hit points. Oh my God, really?
Yes. You always
Like
have to
all
throw a lot of
sixes?
dice and then have an expression that the players can't tell.
Are they all six?
And he's calculating. He's pulling up the spreadsheet. He's got one of those like
46?
he's got one of those tallying calculators that it goes and the paper roll comes out.
Kaya, you take 41 points of fire damage.
That would done. I would have been done.
And everyone else takes half. So that is 20.
But aren't you resistant to fire?
Nope.
Oh.
You're not
I'm
one of those.
resistant. I'm resistant to
Actually,
cold.
Poison.
I remember
Oh,
having
right.
have the ring of warmth and
At that point, you would see in the trees and I'll put him up there just so you can kind of see him. Those
Get ready,
two,
Adeline.
these two gnolls that have blood stains all over their mouth and all across their hands apparate into existence as they've loosed their arrows and pull down as they start snarling.
had blasted Knowles.
I knew it. I'm about to cut some knoll ears off.
Smelled like
that brings us to the top of the round. Lost, you are up.
Yeah, so it's like this fireball hits, and like straight out of an anime, through all the dust, you just see Lost pop right through across the bridge, like right from the cloud. Lost is like sprinting across the bridge.
Sprinting across the bridge. Sweet.
Yep.
So you're running along and get on. So you were how far away? You were
I was.
You were like 20 feet away, right?
Yeah,
That's
I was
what
20
said?
feet away from the skeleton.
That's right. So yeah, so you can get onto the bridge there.
Awesome.
Cool.
And let's see. I can't get any closer, huh? Let's see. Pum 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 boom 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 boom. Yeah, I'm going to dash for another 30 feet.
Okay. This obviously I don't have a map that's like true to size for the size of the river. So it's going to be counted as like rough terrain. So each spot will be 10 feet. So
got it.
There we go. As you run onto this rickety bridge, it starts to swing from side to side. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Got it. Oh, man. I got a 5 total.
No.
I rolled a 1.
So,
well, at least I had a 6 when I rolled a 1.
So there are a couple of different levels to this.
Oh my God.
You guys watch Lost run out into this bridge, and as his heavy form with all of his armor steps onto it, it starts to swing one way, and then the other foot comes down. It starts to swing the other way, and this bridge becomes almost pendulous to the point where he misses his footing off the bridge and falls into the water.
And you hear Kaya say again, "Dad blasted Knowles."
So you fall like 15 feet into the water. Boosh! You are submerged. This is pretty rapidly moving water. This is a large river.
Got it.
You still have a bonus action? Do you have anything that you need to use right now?
How far am I from the other side?
You would be 25 feet. Well,
25 feet?
so you'd further down as well. So
Yeah.
It's probably about the same.
25 feet?
Yep.
Okay, no problem. What I'm gonna do is the current's moving me, and I'm just gonna start trying to swim towards following the current. So this current going west or east? It's going that way? Okay. I'll start kind of swimming towards the shore so that I kind of diagonally move towards that knoll.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Athletics. Yeah, cool. I'm at disadvantage though because I'm in armor. So it's 4. 12.
12. So what happens is you are able to keep yourself above the water, but you're not able to start pulling yourself towards the shore. As you pull your head up out of the water, gasping, you look up and there is the face of a knoll staring at you.
What an ass.
And that's it. Rose, you're up.
I will. There's just the two we can see, right? Or are there more that we can see now?
Two that you can see.
Okay. And they're more than 30 feet from me right there?
Correct.
Okay. I will. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I will. Okay. I'm gonna cast command on both of them at 2nd level.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm
What is
gonna
your-
tell them to flee. Wait, do they look undead to me before I do this? That's kind of my thing. I know these things.
I think you did an undead check on the previous Knolls, and you didn't get a thing back from it.
Okay. Then I will do that. I'll cast command on both of them, and I will tell them to flee. So you'll see me kind of stand up and walk towards the bridge, and just like reach out my hand, and like you'll see like these threads of gold leave my fingers and like go towards them and like encircle their heads, and it'll be like, you know, you must leave this place, flee now, you know, and they can. So you need to roll.
Yep.
A wisdom save, please.
Okay, as the whisperings of fate encircle their heads. Oh wow! I rolled a 6 and a 7.
So they
with
both fail.
no modifier.
So they both fail.
So they both flee for their like instantly right now, or is it on their turn? I think it's on their turn, right?
It says the target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means.
Good to know. All right.
My bonus action, am I allowed to reach over to Kaya and... Oh, just kidding. That's not a bonus action. Love you, buddy. Sorry. I would have healed you, but it's an action. Don't really have a bonus action. I'm going to step behind that yellow tree there.
Okay, so you're going down the ramp and around.
Oh, I thought that was up on the rock. Never mind. I'm just going to stay put. I will position myself in front of Lily. With
trees are all in contact with the lowest level.
Okay. Shield up in front of Lily. That's where I will stay.
Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay. Yep. Lily, you are up.
So, would I know that she cast a command on them or whatever, and if they take damage, then it breaks? Would I know that?
You would have seen me use it before.
Yeah. It's not the first time she's used it, so let's say yes.
Cool. Just really wanting to use some new stuff, and I can't. I will. I'm going to hold my action.
It doesn't say anything about
And
it
that
breaking
action
the command.
is...
Did you hear me?
What?
Wait, what?
if it takes damage, it doesn't break the command. It's not like turn undead.
Oh, I thought like most of the time when something takes damage from a like enchantment type spell, it usually
I
breaks.
think because it's not a concentration, it doesn't
Mm-mm.
break. It only happens for one turn.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. So if you want to hit him, hit him.
And I would know this. We've already established that.
You say that.
So I am going to step around my sister, and
Ooh.
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast, one beam to each of these gnolls, and it comes out of my planchette. And as the beams come out, I want it to be like ghostly faces that are like screeching and wailing as they make their way.
Dope. Yep. Can't add any more descriptors to that. As you hold up your planchette, through the whole of the planchette, these two almost blackened, screaming skulls emit from out of the hole of the planchette. Going forward, they're leaving almost these ethereal black feathers in their wake as they travel.
Natural 20 for the first beam.
Awesome. And the second one.
Natural one.
The natural one.
Natural.
Oh, how the pendulum doth
Flip it.
swing. You were so amazed by this first one that the second one just kind of arcs off. It's marked, but you can roll some damage to that first one.
It is just so good. So 10 plus D10. So that's a whopping 12.
12 points.
12 force damage.
Nice.
Really wish I would have gotten that second one. Whatever.
Did you have
That would
one
have
in
probably been the one on the that one, since it's like more directly in my sight.
Yep.
So that's my action. I would like to do a bonus action.
Would you indeed?
Yeah, I think so. I will go ahead and give my sister Bardic Inspiration, conjuring some spirit, whether of her past or not, to give her some inspo.
Awesome.
D8.
Thank you.
So,
And that's it.
In front of you, you do see the spirit of your mother pass once more. Just nuzzles her head, looks at you before disappearing. Are you doing something else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Good turn. All right, Rhapsody, you're up.
About how far am I away from Kaya, Lily, and Rose?
If you guys haven't moved at all and you were right next to if you were right next to Lost when he started, you're about 50 feet away from this spot right.
Okay. I am going to sprint that way and just kind of aim true, Adeline, and run my full 50 feet.
Yep.
And then, since those creatures would be a little bit out of range, I will activate my bonus action, cunning action, and dash, where previously I had to use a key point, and just blaze through, moving at the half speed across the bridge, but just fast for another 50 feet of dashing movement. And then if that knoll is close enough, I have a 60-foot throwing maximum range. It'll be at disadvantage, but I'll try and throw the Quorum Dagger at the creature.
Yeah, I left my Pythagoras at home, so we'll say it's within your furthest range.
Okay.
But as you do run on to the rope bridge, I do need to make a dexterity saving throw as it starts to swing once more.
I'm doing roguish things, so I'll use this one. Unnatural 20.
Is it unnatural 20?
Yeah.
Okay, dirty 20. Okay. Unnatural 20 and unnatural 20 sound very similar.
I think that's the point.
So, as it starts to swing, you start to understand the movement of everything. It flows just like water. And so you start to push off of the planks across the bridge in just the right places to start countering the movement. And you guys watch as the bridge just kind of shifts from side to side like this. As you start running across, unleashing the dagger, you can roll your hit.
Okay. Uh, 15 to hit.
A 15 does hit these guys.
8 points for that one. And then as soon as it reappears back in my hand, I'm gonna
That was this guy,
release
right?
it again.
Or this
That one, yeah. Oh, sorry. The one to the left. The first one you pointed to.
Sweet.
Second, probably not gonna hit. 11.
11 does not hit.
As I figured.
So yeah, running across, you throw the dagger the first time. It sticks into his shoulder as you... He goes to grab it as it disappears, reappearing in your hand. You take a spin to throw it again. This time he's ready for it, and he puts his shield up as it sticks in, but reappears in your hand. Good stuff. That's everything, right?
Yes.
Okay. With that, this guy runs back into the tree line for his commanded turn. Adeline, you're up.
Okay. Adeline will kind of run up behind Rose and Lily and trying to remember everything that Rhapsody said and really like steel herself and like try to be really calm and like really struggle back against the bow. She's gonna try to hit that other knoll with
Okay,
her
so
short
you're
bow.
going to be 20 feet away from getting up onto the platform in this turn unless you use a dash action to get on top.
Oh, so I don't have like line of sight if I use my full movement to get up.
If you don't go up the ramp and you go to the side, Yes, if you just use your movement, you go to the side, like over, like by the tree line, I would say that you would still be able to see this guy.
I like that. I'll do that, and I'll like kind of use the tree for a little bit of cover as well.
Okay, so I can't put you on the map, but you're right there.
Okay, I'm imagining it in my brain. Okay, so I'm gonna attack with my short bow because this is what I do now. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no! Oh, buddy.
It's appropriate. She's trying so hard though.
So the thing is, you're not quite used to the bow yet. So you draw, and you're running and running, and you're getting tireder and tireder, and it's getting slacker and slacker, and you run up, and you're so confident, and you let go, and it just into the ground in front of you.
I think she spends the rest of her turn just kind of watching where it fell.
Just kind of scrambling to pick it back up.
Yeah. And yeah, she's gonna take cover behind that tree.
Behind the tree. Okay. I'll say you've got like half, 3/4 cover there.
Okay.
Cool. Kaya, you're up.
I'm going to run up and just get up behind Roz. I'm not going to try to squeeze around him. I'm just going to get behind him on the bridge, and I'm going to bonus action second wind. Try to regain a few hit points. I'm going to lean against him and say, I don't know what you got going on here, brother, but I'm going to stand here with you for a second. And
as you run onto the rope bridge, it starts to sway. I need the two of you to make dexterity saving throws.
could I, like, just since I'm only moving like 15 feet, can I do it slowly?
Can you make your dexterity save slowly?
No, never mind. I was just saying so it wouldn't sway as much. I'm taking my time. But oh, that's much better. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Nice.
Yeah, I thought I got that earlier. That'd have been great.
Natural 20?
Oh!
What?
Are we twinning right now?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Both monk boys rolling natural 20s. Kaya, if you want to leapfrog him and keep going, I'll let it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Why can we only roll extremes tonight?
So since I can do that, I don't need to do
away from the edge of the bridge.
all right, then I'm going to
So many things at level 7.
yes. I'm gonna use Step of the Wind, key point Step of the Wind, and run up to the one that's right there off the edge, right, to the right of Kaya.
How much movement do you have?
40.
40? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this one over here?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Flaming Fists and just wail on him.
Oh, so you're gonna jump down to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack.
Just give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
21.
You good?
Okay. So yeah, then I'm going to attack. Let's see.
Batman dropping in from above, just ready to go.
Natural 20 again. So
This is my time.
I'm pissed off after that fireball.
Mhm.
So that is flaming fists. Oh. So that's 4 plus 5 is 9 points of fire damage. And I'm going to action surge
All right.
and do that all again. Oh, I forgot. It should be 13 points of damage because I forgot double the dice value. So it was 8 plus 5, so 13.
Well, it's max plus dice roll.
Oh, that's right. So it would be 11 plus 5 is 16.
16. How do you want to do this?
Yes. I just want to say, here's the fire back in your face and just like hit him like with both fists, right, on each side of his head.
Oh, just like fire clap. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So jumping down, as your like hands like catch a flame, you like grab onto his skull and just start pressing them in as he just starts yelling and screaming, but almost smiling at the same time as the skin is just burnt away, and you just drive your thumbs into his eye sockets as he.
Okay. And since he's dead, I'm not going to use my action surge then. I am going to just take a deep breath and stand there looking back and recall that someone that Lost fell in, and I'm going to think about having to turn around, at some point to try to grab him out of the river.
Yep. That's a thing still.
Yep.
Okay. So with that dude dead. With that, you watch as this burst of fire apparates in front of oh gosh, names.
Kaya?
Nope. Oh man, this is embarrassing. Rhapsody. I could only think of your real name, and I was like, yeah, Rhapsody.
The hot one, duh.
This line of
Kaya's
fire
hot.
comes up, not on the bridge, but just above it in the air as it opens up. This doorway, as stepping through, is this well-armored, taller gnoll.
On the bridge?
Yep.
Did have to make a dex
It has
save.
to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, because he doesn't move across. He doesn't move across the bridge. He just steps onto it.
He's standing choir style.
But
Perfectly
there are other things, so don't worry about that. And so he moves forward, and here he is. He has his axe in one hand, his shield in the other, as he spins it around and just starts slashing towards Rhapsody. That is a dirty 20. And an 18 to hit with the axe.
Both hit.
Okay.
That 18 is just.
What is that? That's a I lost it. There it is. So you take 21 points of slashing damage from the axe as he then pulls both to one side and goes in with his jaws to bite you. For a natural 20.
Oh my god.
No, it's not. How far is that bridge? I don't know.
You're only 10 feet away from it.
He is 40 feet away from you.
I'm sorry, baby. I only have a 30-foot range on that.
Look, at least it wasn't on the other ones. That's all I'll say. Oh, and I only rolled a 1. So that's
70 points of damage.
That's 10 points of piercing damage. And that is that turn. We are back to the top of the round. Before we get to Lost,
Oh no.
the water starts to move you. Downstream.
I feel like this is
It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Lost has been in the water for so long.
Yeah, so I call upon the powers granted by me by the Raven Queen, and I Misty Step right above the knoll and up in the air, and I come down on him with my spike chains.
Okay. I'll move the minis in a second.
Yeah.
Let's do this first. Yep. I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, so I'll do my 2 attacks. That's a 22
That hits.
for the first one. 11 damage. And my second attack's crit. I crit.
So many crits
I
tonight.
love it.
I crit.
Wow.
Both bad and good.
So
Yeah.
max damage plus
Okay.
your regular die roll.
Okay, so that's the 23.
23.
23. And yeah, so I come down.
And you
I
fall.
imagine I Misty Step with some water too. So it's like splash.
So where are you trying to fall?
I'm trying to fall right behind him, but I'm coming from the air, from above.
Okay, so right behind him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So as Lost makes a poof, like slam into the bridge, it starts to shake again. Everyone on the bridge will need to make a dex save.
If you fall right back in the
Included
water.
will be Big No Boy. Come on. Kid. don't go out like this.
Come on.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
20.
How about we half that and just make it a flat 10? Because that's
10?
what I rolled.
Okay. 10 is the cutoff. It's not as bad as Lost, but the impact takes you off guard because you're not expecting your friend to just appear in the air and drop onto it. So you flip over the side, but you manage to grab on, and so you are holding on. Right there. Well, you can't see. Let me come out a little bit. There you go. So you are holding on by one hand as it's shaking back and forth.
And I action surge.
Oh, okay.
So I get another 2
Kick
attack.
Rhapsody off the bridge.
My first attack is going to be a grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess it's athletics versus athletics, maybe?
Yep.
I'm a strong boy. 17.
This is his best thing. And I rolled a 2.
Haha.
So that's still only a 7.
Still only a 7? Okay, I grapple him, and I'm going to, with my second attack, I'm going to use, I guess it would call me, not shove? I'm going to try to throw him off the bridge.
Like a shove action?
A shove action, yeah. Grapple and shove.
Is that contested or is it not?
I think it is still contested.
Okay.
He's grappled already?
No, I'm actually going to throw him, because shove, I have to push him in the direction I'm facing, right? So I want to throw him off the bridge to the side.
Grappled.
I haven't grappled, so I don't know what.
You
what
can
I
either
do
knock
to
it
throw.
down or push it away from you. So I would say if you grapple, you could throw him in any direction.
Well, I want to throw him, yeah, down.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I could do? See, I grappled him. Huh? Do I have free hand?
If you're grappling him, no.
No, okay. Two-hand grapple, okay.
Yeah, you make a contested. So it's a contested athletics check to see if you can throw him.
Okay. I'm going to try it one more time. 25.
Natural 1.
Oh my god.
How dare you?
How are you gonna do my boy like this?
He looks like he's in
How
big,
does he
heavy
look?
armor. I'm gonna do a Ryu throw, you know the
Yep.
cheap, short, and throw.
Yep. Are you throwing him in like over this side,
Yeah, that side.
like
yeah.
downriver?
Downriver.
Okay. Yeah. Oof. He goes.
He's in like heavy armor, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
This,
Awesome.
this is not great for him. He is,
And I try my best. I'm gonna roll a performance check. I'm gonna try my best to mimic a hyena, his hyena laugh.
Okay. Roll.
I rolled a 1.
How does this sound?
You sound like
What's
Fran
that?
Dresser.
How does this sound with a natural 1?
It does that like
It's like that Justin Bieber clip. I like that laugh.
Big snort.
Excellent moment. That's the best time for a 1.
There's been so many 20s and 1s tonight. It's
so
unbelievable.
many.
Yeah. With that, Rose, you're up. As you watch the knoll be thrown in by Lost into the water.
I would like to take a gander to see if I can see a spellcaster of some kind through the woods over there.
Sure.
'Cause
Make a
this
perception
person
check.
in full armor with all the strength, I don't think is the one who was creating undead. You say what? Make a what?
Make a perception.
Perception. 18.
18. Where are you? Okay. You see, I would say you see movement in the trees, but you don't see, like, you know where they are, but you don't make eye, like, you don't see them. You don't have an eye on them, but you know where they are.
I would. Okay, so the wording on guiding bolts is a flash of light streaks toward a creature of your choice within range. So it doesn't say that I have to see them specifically. So I saw movement.
Right, but you have to make an attack roll.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. So you can do that, and I will count him as 3/4 cover.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration from my sister.
Okay. You don't have to call that until after you've rolled.
Right, but I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. That I'm calling.
3rd level. Okay.
Oh, okay. Plus 28. To hit.
28?
Yeah, because I rolled an 18 on the die and a 2 on the inspiration, and then I have a +8 to guiding bolt.
Yeah, he's a fucking mage. Yes, you hit him.
I didn't know if you were gonna, because you said he was covered. Okay, cool. So that's 60.
No, it doesn't do that much.
That's 66.
66.
Yes.
Like every time. It's so good.
It never gets old.
I think it's like a law at every table. You just have to say it.
That's gonna be, I think it's radiant damage. It's gonna be 20 radiant damage, and it now has anybody who hits it with a melee after that. It's glowing, so it's gonna be hard to hide. And anybody who hits it with melee after that is got advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, so the glowing
You didn't have to be melee. Any attack.
It's also a gnoll holding a bone staff. Is what can you see?
It says attack roll.
In the camera? Yeah, right there. Oh. He's there. He's glowing, but he still has the cover behind the tree.
Okay.
So that's where he is, as this like golden streak of divine energy just cascades across the river and strikes true on the gnoll shaman, and he just shrieks in pain and then looks up, now glowing with this like faint gold aura around him. You are all now aware of where he is. Is that everything?
I will. I will stay there, and that is no. I am going to. No, I'll stay there, and I don't want to use my bonus action. So.
No. Okay, right.
I was gonna do a thing, but it might be smarter to wait. That's all.
Sweet. All right. It is. It is the gnoll in the water's turn.
How dare you?
Okay. So he he doesn't have enough strength to pull himself across, but he is maintaining his position in the water. He's not being pulled away just yet, but that was his action, and he doesn't have anything else right now. So that is it for him. Lily, you are up.
Can I see the other Knoll? The Knoll wizard mage thing?
He's glowing.
Yeah, especially from that line of sight, you just watched your sister basically strike him with a bolt.
Yeah,
of
I did.
lightning.
Yeah. I would like to bonus action hex him.
Okay.
Do I have to roll something for that?
Oh.
Nope. It just
Just
says
And it's not an attack, so
done.
Yeah, that doesn't use the.
It just happens.
What's the range on Hex?
90 feet.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah.
1,000,000 miles.
As far as it takes. Jay.
1 million. Yeah.
And then I would like to do what I always do and cast Dissonant Whispers, so I need a wisdom save.
Ooh. Okay.
This is where you roll a 1, just like always.
That is a 21.
What
Oh.
the fuck? Luckily, my GC is like way higher than that.
Sorry. He's a casty boy.
Well, you still get whatever.
It's half damage, right?
Yeah.
Half damage plus your hex damage.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is
Those are
hex,
different types of damage.
hex is a spell, right?
Oh yeah, you can't cast
It's a
both.
bonus action.
You can't cast 2 spells.
Yeah, one has to be a cantrip.
Oh, I
So
see.
you could throw Eldritch Blast at him with your hex and advantage.
That's fine.
Do that because then you get advantage with mine.
Okay.
Sorry.
Eldritch.
15.
15 does hit him.
Oh,
that with
that's not with advantage. Let me roll advantage.
Try for the 20, everyone else has.
That's not a natural 20, but it was a 19.
Okay.
So
that
like a
hits
27 to hit.
even worse.
So first beam hits. And the second, I just can't roll second beams apparently. Always in that one. Like what the fuck? I just don't
Okay.
know why.
So one of the skulls screeches out and hits him, but then the golden aura disappears. So the second one doesn't make contact from that distance. Still getting used to this new ability.
13, 10 force damage, 3 necrotic damage.
Got it. Noise. Cool. Bonus action, you moving?
Bonus action was hex.
Yes,
Bonus
sorry.
action.
Bonus action, are you moving?
Nope.
That was me
I
going through my
will-
checklist.
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Okay, cool. Rhapsody! Hanging on by a thread.
Okay, I'm just gonna do cool shit. So
I like all
I
of them.
will use my momentum to like thrust myself into the air. And as I am mid-air, I'm going to use how many? 2 key points to apply quickened healing. So I'll recover 1d6 plus 3 in hit points.
Okay. So are you trying to pull yourself up using your movement?
Yes, like
I'm
essentially I'll be in
ascertaining.
the same area, but yeah.
So you're trying to pull yourself on top of the bridge, but only using your movement.
Yes, but
You're not trying to use your action to do it.
yes.
Is that what I'm getting? Okay, then roll me an acrobatics check. It's a fairly high DC.
Hoorah! Oh, okay. Wait, you said acrobatics?
Yeah, you have to beat 18.
Well, I rolled 18 plus 7.
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay.
geez.
Okay. So am I in the air? Like enough
Yeah,
momentum to
so
put me?
you swing forwards using the momentum and push backwards and use the swing of the rope bridge to flip over as you're traveling. Are you wanting to do something while you're midair?
Yeah, I want to look cool. I'm like glistening in the sun. I don't know.
Adeline's like,
But
"Ooh."
it's 2 plus 3. So I gain back 5 hit points.
Okay.
And then before I land on the ground, because I know this freaking bridge is riggedy, I'm going to slow fall as a reaction. So I like deftly land on it. Just
Okay. Yeah.
I told you I'm just trying to look cool. I'm not doing anything productive this round.
Yeah, no, slow fall is not. Slow fall is not going to cause the movement of the bridge. So yeah, you are good. Just toe down on.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, I will patient defense. So I'll go in a defensive just stance and then use one more key point.
Okay. Got it. Yep. So just awaiting any further attacks. Adeline and Lily, I believe you guys have flex points as well. I think they're just not on this screen.
That's right.
I see it. Just because of the
Oh, I know.
fixed up it earlier. So okay, good.
Yeah, fixed it.
So that's Rhapsody. Okay. So yeah, that happens, and then Adeline, you are up.
Okay, I have 2 questions. One, can I see that caster from where I am?
No.
Okay. This wall next to me, is that something I can scale with my movement?
Yeah.
Like to get up on the
Yeah.
platform?
If you want to be like right where Rose is, you can climb. Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
I'm not saying you can climb it. I'm just seeing
Yeah, I just want to know
how much
what I'm
movement
working
we
with
use.
here. Okay, you're sure it's not acrobatics? You're like certain
Yeah,
about
I'm
that?
pretty sure you're not going to backflip onto it.
Well, yeah, that's fair. 12?
12. Okay. Yeah, no, that's all right.
Yeah, I just want to get up there. I think I'm holding the bow, and I think I like stare down at it and kind of frustratedly, I'm just gonna kind of drop it to the ground. And I'd like to use my flex point to pull out the dust. And I'm going to use it, like smear it on my arm, pull back my sleeve and kind of smear it in the pattern of the tentacle mark. And try to like channel like that innate flow of magic and like that magic within me, and just really focus into like the feeling of it. And I'm gonna try to cast Chaos Bolt at this caster.
Ooh, that's so cool.
Because I'm gonna quicken it to do that as my, yeah. Do I explode?
You take no.
You take 25 points of psychic damage. Just kidding.
1 second. I wasn't
Yep.
prepared for this, but I know what happens.
I don't know if that's comforting or not.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so managing to climb up, you do use almost all of your movement to get to where you are. Sort of clambering up, you reach into your pack and grab that vial, pour it across your arm and smear it into the discolored mark of the tentacle that was left on your arm, and it starts to sink into your skin, and that mark glows that teal color, and it's almost blinding, and you have to move your hand away, your eyes away, sorry, from your arm as you reach out to cast Chaos Bolt. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. Oh, okay. Come on, Norse Foundry dice. If you fail me, then it doesn't mean anything. 19 plus 7, I think maybe that would hit.
Yes, it does.
26.
I hit it with.
Roll damage for an automatic critical.
So does that mean wait, do we max the dice on
Max
that?
dice, then roll. Max damage, then roll.
So whatever your max damage would be.
Oh, I max it and then roll on top.
add to
Okay, so we're at
So it's whatever the top dice roll would be, plus your modifier, if there's any, and then roll dice.
Yep,
This
I
is the
get
first time you
I,
crit with us.
it's just always so complicated and there's so many dice in this spell. And I did the thing where I rolled the same on both of them, so it's gonna arc to another enemy. I love this spell! Okay.
Say she broke the spell.
Okay.
So, okay. That's 9. I can choose the damage type, and I'm gonna do, well, if it's 5 on both of, so it's lightning damage. That's 14 plus max damage for the other is 21. So altogether, 21 plus 14, right?
35.
35?
35? Yes.
35 points?
Yes, and the damage arcs to another enemy because I
which
rolled
I would
the
say
same.
would be the knoll in the water.
And if it's lightning damage and he's in the water,
It's like 70 points, right?
Double.
It's
Yeah, that's gonna
like double.
Double the double.
and then so he's gonna take 16.
Okay.
I have achieved maximum.
Okay. So as this bolt shoots out of your arm, and there's kickback, like it shoots your arm backwards way more than you expect. It feels exhilarating as this lightning bolt just arcs out and spiraling in 2 different directions. It's all this bright teal color. As it strikes the one in the water, how do you want to do that one?
Oh, I think it just like, I think it hits like this, it like arcs silently in a way and just like he like sees it coming and like his vision is just filled with light, but then like the sizzle of it like pinging within his armor and just like the water and everything, like I think just steam rises around him and ouchies.
So you watch as he's struggling in the water. The bolt kind of, as it's arcing towards the mage, one piece just sparks off to the side and hits the knoll in the water, who just starts spasming in the water, and the steam rises from the water that's heated up, and you just watch as these pieces of armor just separate in the water and are washed away.
Sick.
Now I need you to roll a D100.
Oh, okay.
With chaos.
Love that. Okay. 31. No.
Oh, Jay's reaction. Oh my god, yes.
This feels incredible. Your lungs fill with air, and it's like breathing pure oxygen. A high that you have right now, as you look up towards the sisters smiling, and you notice her eyes are sparking with that teal energy as she smiles and then disappears.
Lily?
Hiya, you're up. Your turn, Kaya.
I'm gonna hop up on the ledge there and run across there towards the caster.
Okay. Here.
40
Yeah, give me
feet movement.
an athletics or an acrobatics check just for the movement.
Yep. 20. So dirty 20.
Yeah, you're good.
And I have 40 feet.
Yep, so you can make it to the edge there. You got a bit of distance to the mage, but he's there, and you look down at him, and he's just like bloodied and burnt as he just looks up at you and smiles with that snarl.
I'm gonna bonus action Step of the Wind.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take a flying leap at him and I'm gonna use lightning damage fists to continue the theme, and then just attack him with my
Sure.
lightning.
Give me either an athletics or an acrobatics check as you jump off.
Another 20, dirty 20.
Okay. As you roll damage for this, add a d6 of falling damage. As you kind of add the momentum to your strike. Just one d6 on one of the strikes.
So it's to hit, it's a 19.
That hits.
And damage d6 plus a d6. 5. 14 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Yep.
Action surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna do that again.
Beautiful.
And rolled a 2, so 10 on the first attack, and then I'm gonna I'm assuming that doesn't hit. So I'm going to So I'm gonna flurry of blows. 2 more attacks. Oh wait, I get 2 attacks for the.
You can't flurry of blows. You step of the wind did.
I know, but this is the second because I action surged. Right?
Do you get the bonus?
You only get one bonus action though.
Get another
okay. Okay, but I do get 2 attacks on my. I get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, one more
I get 1 more attack. Okay.
for a total of 89.
Oh, this one is good. 26.
26 hits.
And then 9 more points of lightning damage.
9 more points. Okay.
I did forget my second attack on my first part of the turn, but that's okay.
Did you? I think you missed that one, didn't you? So you
Yeah, I
rolled
missed
10.
the first attack on my action surge. I only attacked once on my.
You can roll again if you want.
Okay. I missed 12.
Yeah, that does miss. But yeah, just like jumping down with these lightning, streaks of lightning coming off of your knuckles. You watch as he reaches over to what looks like the tree, but he reaches past and grabs the other knoll. And he smiles as they both burst into flames, and then the flames are pulled into the ground, and they are gone. There is
Do I get a reaction?
no. Cast a spell and didn't move.
Yep.
I figured that.
With that, you are out of combat. And just before we end, sisters, you guys are amazed at what happened to your friend who just disappeared, who then
Horrified.
reappears and lands prone, covered in what looks like this smoky white essence liquid as it sort of pours off her body. One that Adeline is very familiar with, and that is where we're going to end tonight's game.
What?
Does she have her hair?
She does have hair. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Adeline went back to the future.
Yup.
Oh man, cool.
Yes. So thank you all for sticking with us. Sorry we went a little late. It was just like with the tech issues and things. Thank you so much. We are not going to have Legends on Monday, but I think we're going to have something going on. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back for Fables on Friday, but I'm going to get here so we can go to bed. Thank you so much for all of the subs, the follows. I was watching them all come in, but there was so much going on that we just had to stay in the game. But thank you so much for all of them. We're going to choose someone to raid really quick.
There's not a lot of people on right now.
Long Lost Lore is on. Let's jump on them.
Long Lost Door?
Long Lost Lore, one word. So we're going to raid our friends at Long Lost Lore, so stick around for that raid. You will earn a bunch of extra channel points, which you can then use for flex points in any of our games. So we're just going to load that up.
Nope. We'll do it after we go to our other screen.
All right.
Have a
So
good
we'll
night,
say
guys.
goodbye. We'll say goodbye, and then we will roll over to the raid. Use the raid emojis. Thank you so much for starting your weekend off the right way. Thank you. We love you. Good night.